Hey guys, and welcome to this week's video. So, everyone has their favorite TV shows, whether it's The Simpsons, it's Family Guy, it's The Bridge, Dexter, whatever it is. So that's why I thought that maybe I should tell you my top 10 favorite TV shows I've watched. And here they are. Number 1 is The Simpsons. Everyone knows The Simpsons. The Simpsons have been out since the 1980s, created by Matt Groening. Ever since I was about 10, I've watched it. I loved that show. I love that show. I still watch it every day. My favorite characters are Bart and Homer. And everyone knows the other characters. Lisa, Marge, Maggie, Moe, Lenny, Carl, Mr. Burns. Everyone knows them. So, the reason why number 1 is The Simpsons is because it's like my number 1 favorite TV show. Because, it's funny, it's entertaining, and I love it. Number 2, Ridiculousness. Now, Ridiculousness has been on for a few years, still carrying on, with its host, Rob Dyrdek, and his co-hosts, Chanel West Coast and Stilo Brim. I love them. If you don't know what it is, well, it's basically a TV show where they put all these different categories of people getting hurt, and it's always mostly funny. Sometimes not so 100% funny, but I love that show. My favorite categories there is Scorpion, when your feet hit the back of your head. And then there's Popcorn, where you trick someone into sitting somewhere, but there's what was it? But under the seat where they sit is like where they when you know, like a car crash, those air suits, those air pops, those pop thing. I don't know what it's called, but when you crash, those big pillows pop out. Well, they put it under your seat, and someone presses it onto a button, and they pop up in the air like a little ragdoll, like that. That's one of my favorites. There's also Redneck Good Times, Drunk People. It's also very funny. I love them. So, number 3, Top 20 Funniest. Top 20 Funniest is where they put different videos again, and put it from the 20th. To the first bit, from the 20th video to the first video, which is very funny. Now they put in different episodes, like epic fails, big time blunders. After that, during the show, they also put some funny animals in it. Also some drunk people in it, as usual. Just like other comedies. Number 4 is Smoking Guns. Now, Smoking Guns is just like the Top 20 Funniest. It goes from 20 to the first, and it's kind of the same thing, but it's just one category each episode. The first, like Daredevils. What's the most Top 20s? Daredevils, or Partiers, or World record attempts. Yeah, and then those producers bring famous people into the show, and they see the videos, and they have to talk about it, and they're comedians, and they're always trying to make funny jokes about it. Yeah. So, number 5, one of my favorites, The Big Bang Theory. Everyone loves The Big Bang Theory. Sheldon, Leonard, Penny, Raj. I love that show, especially on Comedy Central and Mnet. I watch it. One of my favorite episodes is with Stephen Hawking and Stan Lee. Yeah, basically just Stan Lee and Stephen Hawking. I've watched all the other ones where they also play, like they're nerds. But if I had to choose if I want to be one of them, I'd rather be Leonard. I won't be Sheldon because Sheldon is just a nutcase. So yeah, number 6 is Guy Code. Guy Code is basically a show where they put all these famous people into the show, and they talk about what not to do, what to do with your friends, like drinking. I'm saying this. What else? They put parties. What to do with a girl, first dates, getting engaged. They also give you tips, and also this thing called "Don't Judge Me," where people actually tell what they too embarrassed to tell other people. Like one of them said that Little Duvall, that's his name. I think he's a comedian, but what he does is that he went on it and he said, I like to sing to Beyonce in the shower. Don't judge me, like that. They also do a good ass night. I don't really know how to do that, but I enjoy watching it. It's on from Tuesday to Friday at 9, double bill. Now, number 7, everyone knows it. It's on part 2, season 5, The Walking Dead. I love The Walking Dead. Rick Grimes. I haven't really watched the entire season. I've only seen season 5, but I just watched. I just like to go watch it because I like watching zombie shows. There was even a comic book that was called The Walking Dead. It's kind of like the same thing, but slightly different. Yeah. That's why I'm going to watch part 2 of season 5, The Walking Dead, which will be coming out in February, in the next month. Number 8, Top Gear. Top Gear is basically a show where Richard Hammond, James May, and Jimmy Clarkson talk about cars, which everyone knows. I think it's on season 22, 23, I don't know. They also came last year and the year before, came here for the Top Gear Festival, and they're also going to come this year. I was hoping to try and get some tickets, but they aren't out until March. I was trying to get the early tickets, but they ended it earlier this month. So that's why I'm going to wait until March, and I'm going to try and get those tickets. Number 9 is Just for Laughs Gags. Just for Laughs Gags is a show where people will do pranks with each other. It's very funny. They do very funny pranks, like children also be part of the pranks. I've seen one where a couple, like a boyfriend and girlfriend, are walking, and then a woman, comes up to the man and says, "You're on Just for Laughs Gags. We want you to do a prank on your girlfriend, saying that you're going to Pakistan to serve with the army." So then he says yes. He does the prank, and the girlfriend's like so horrified, she's crying, and then that's when it ends. Then the boyfriend tells his girlfriend it was just a prank. Sometimes she's laughing, sometimes one person's laughing, sometimes they're crying, sometimes they're hurting him. But it's very funny at times. Yeah. And finally, number 10, Wipeout UK. Wipeout USA. Sorry. Wipeout is basically a show where 24 contestants compete in a competition to win $50,000, I think it is. In the first round, they go from 24 people to 12. Then from 12 people to 6 people, then 6 people to 3. Then the final 3 people go into the wipeout zone, and then the person with the quickest time wins $50,000. That's basically it. And that's the end of my video, and that was my top 10 favorite TV shows I love to watch. So please subscribe to my channel and give the like button a click. And Also add me on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. If you want to add me onto one of those, I'll put it in the description below. And I'll see you all next week with a new video. Peace.